So multiplying decimal is different from adding and subtracting them together, right? In this case, you do not have to worry about lining out the decimal points. You follow the following steps here. Step 1, you perform the multiplication as you do for the whole numbers, right? You just carry on multiplication. When you are done, count the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in each factor and add up the result. And then you place the decimal point in your answer so that your answer has the same number of digits after the decimal point, right? So let's look at step by step using example. If you want to multiply 23.5 by 0.16, right? So similar to addition and subtraction, it's easier to do it by column, okay? So 0.16, okay, you can do that, 0.16 here. So you do the usual multiplication, 6 multiplied by each of these number first, okay? So you will get, sorry, this is 5, okay? 5, so you will get 6 times 5 is 30, so there's a 3 here, carry over the 3, 6 times 3 is 18, plus 3 is 21, so 1, and then there's a 2 here, so 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14, right? So then 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 3, 3, 1 times 2 is 2, right? And then we will add them up together, so 0, 6, 7, 3, right? So we have performed step number 1. Step number 2 is to count the number of digits to the right of the decimal points, right? For example, here, this decimal points. So how many digits do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. So I go to the answer of the multiplication, then I put the decimal place here so that you see I have 1, 2, 3 places here. So then the answer for 23.5 times 0.16, right? It will be 3760. And how many decimal places do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. So then I put my decimal point here, so to make sure that I also have 1, 2, 3 decimal place. So that's how we do multiplication, alright? Multiplication. Now when it comes to dividing decimals, you will have to make use of long division, right? Let's have a look here. If we want to divide 10.274 divided by 0.11, right? So a decimal place, a decimal divided by another decimal, right? Now the first step here is to turn the divisor, which is the number you are dividing by, in this case, which is 0.11 here, into a whole number by moving the decimal points all the way to the right. Okay, so we want to turn 0.11 into a whole number, right? So we move the decimal point all the way to the right. 1, 2. So we move 2 decimal places, and that will give us 11, right? Then step number 2, at the same time, we move the decimal point in the dividend, which is the number you are dividing. In this case, 10.274. Now we move the decimal place for 0.11. We will do the same for 10.274, right? By moving it 1, 2 decimal place here, right? So this gives us 1027.4, right? So once we do that, we will then proceed with the usual division. So we will have 1027.4 divided by 11, right? So look at the dividend 1027.4, right? We will do now step by step. Look at the first number, 1 cannot be divided by 11. Then we look at two numbers, 10 is also not enough to be divided by 11. Then we look at 102, right? So 102, can that be divided by 11? Indeed it can. 9, okay, which gives you 99, okay, gives you 99. And if we minus 102, 99, we get 3, okay. Then we bring down the 7 here together, so then this will then give us 33, and left us 44, right? 44, and we put the same decimal point here, and 4, and that gives us 44. I don't have enough space here. 44, okay. So that shall complete our division, okay, 93.4. So then the answer for 10.274 divided by 0.11 will be 93.4, okay. So that's the steps that we can follow when we are dividing decimal. Sometimes you have to add one or more trailing zeros to the dividend. So let's have a look here. If we have 67.8 divided by 0.333, okay. Now as usual, this is our divisor. First we move the decimal point of the divisor so that the whole so that the decimal here become a whole number, okay. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 3 places, that gives us 333, okay. And then for 67.8, we need to move the decimal place point by the same number, okay. So that will give us 67800, right? So in this case here, we need to add 2 trailing 0, right? So then the whole problem here will become 67800 divided by 333, okay. So we look at 678 here, right? We get 2, and that will give us 666, and then we minus off. What do we have? We have 12, okay. And then we bring down the 0 here, right? This 0 here, 120. 120 is not enough to be divided by 333, so it will be 0, right? 0 here, and then the last 0 we bring it down, right? That will give us 3 and 999, and that will be 201, okay. Now remember here that this is where the decimal point is, so we will have one decimal point here. So we see that the division doesn't work out evenly, right? In fact, we can keep on going, right? So let's say when do we stop? We can still continue doing the division. In fact, we can add 1 0 here, okay, and then that will give us 6, which is 1998, right? Left behind with 12, okay. And we see that the division can keep on going 0 0, and then we can add one more 0, and we can continue forever, right? So usually the answer will ask you to stop at certain decimal place. For example, if it asks the question asks you to leave it in one decimal place, then one decimal place, then the answer will be 203.6. If it's two decimal place, then you will get 203.60. Okay, right? And to round up to one whole number, right? You look at this one here, more than 5. So rounding up the whole number, we will get 204. Okay, so that's how we do division for decimal.